Hello Internet and welcome to this quick video on half equations, perfect for GCSE Science. Before I begin, please make sure you have relatively strong knowledge on the topic of electrolysis, and I have a couple of videos on that already if you need them. Now, we can start by saying that half equations show electronic change through electrolysis. Electronic change just means the transfer of electrons, and you'll see in a couple of examples in a minute. We can say that E- is used to represent an electron, and that is that symbol right there. And then we can also say that if electrons are gained, they are added to the left of our equation, whereas if they're lost, they are added to the right, as you'll see in the coming examples. So, here we have Cu2+, which is our copper ion, plus 2E-, which is our 2 electrons, will take us back to the elemental form of copper. As you can see, we are gaining those 2 electrons as the electrons are being added to the right. And most of the time, half equations will be returning an ion to its elemental form. Now, we also must note that half equations have to be balanced. Much like most chemical equations, they must have the same amount of each element on either side. However, they do not need the same amount of electrons, as the electrons will balance with the ions if you have done this correctly. We can see in this example that we have had a bit of balancing going on. So, we have our 2 O2-, which are going to be our 2 oxygen ions, which will then go to O2, which is oxygen, and oxygen is diatomic, so it forms one covalent bond between 2 oxygen molecules plus 4E-. Now, the reason we have the 2O2- is because we must have 2 oxygens on the left, as we have 2 oxygens here on the right. And we have 4E- here, as we have 4 2 minuses on the left. If it would make a bit more sense, as you can see that you are timesing that 2 by everything the O2- has, therefore it is technically O4-, therefore we must lose those electrons on our other side of 4E-. Remember, we are going to be losing electrons in this overall equation as the electrons are added to the right. Effectively, that 4E- is being taken from the left, but we write it in the form where it is added to the right hand side.